धूमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदामह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा माई की जय। So first of all, the reason of touching the bellies is because it is the presence of Lord Narasimhadev. That is the real reason why we actually don't stand on the bellies also. We cross over it, but we decorate it. We put rangoli on that. In the morning we are supposed to put flowers on that because it is the place of Lord Narasimhadev. That is the understanding. On Narasimha Jayanti I had set this post in my room. So I'm very happy to be here. Extremely happy to enter into the divine energy of GachiBowli. I can feel the energy, spiritual energy over here, because that is made by all of you. Any place becomes spiritually vibrant or spiritually discouraging only by the presence of the people over there. They make the energy or they destroy the energy. And it is not only one person's responsibility, it is the responsibility of everybody to add to the spiritual aura of the place. Because when you add your own aura, your own vibration, positive vibrations, when the next new person comes in, he also becomes a participant and recipient of the spiritual energy. So we all have a responsibility to always contribute to the collective spiritual aura of our center. It's applicable and true also for any institution. Any institution, if there are 1,000 employees, then whatever culture the 1,000 employees carry, that creates the aura of the institution. And the 1,001st employee joins the institution, he is a recipient of that culture. If it is good, then he becomes a good culture participant. If there is a bad culture aura, then immediately picks up the bad culture and continues with that. Because he doesn't have to hear what they are saying, he just have to see what they are doing. Their actions speak louder than their words. So Srila Prabhupada led us not only by his readings and instructions, upadesha. He led by his example. In fact, for 6 months when Prabhupada was there, people didn't understand what he was speaking. His Bengali accent. We now know because we are used to that accent. But when he came to US, at that time people didn't understand anything what he was speaking. It was totally different way of speaking. And Indians, they speak Hindi English, Marathi English, Bengali English, Andhra English, there are various Englishes. So this Bengali English was so difficult to understand. But still in those 6 months, many devotees joined full time in the 26th 2nd Avenue. And they expressed that we didn't understand what he was speaking. But whatever he was speaking, we could feel the love that he had for us. We could feel the love. And we were attracted to that love that he was expressing. I'll give you my example also. Like today morning I was driving to the public park for walking, and on the way the Mataji had put up the daily zoo of His Grace Pranavananda Prabhu. And I don't understand Telugu. Okay, a few words here and there is similar to Kannada and Konkani and Marathi. We can catch up something in essence. But I don't understand Telugu. But when he was speaking, she thought I don't understand Telugu, so she wanted to put it off. But I said, no, put it on, keep it on. Because the way he is speaking is so sattvic and so divine that I feel so happy to hear even if I don't understand. So from this, my experience today, it must have been same with the followers of Prabhupada in the early days. They didn't understand anything, but they must have felt that abundance of overwhelming love that he had for everybody, to known and unknown people, for known and for unknown people. So when you are with somebody, with anybody, two things happen. Your appearance, your words is one thing on an external platform. But your sincerity, your consciousness, your dedication, your devotion it's not seen visually, but it's felt at the level of the heart. So two things are happening simultaneously. Appearance and words are touching your eyes and brain and ears, and the consciousness of the person is touching your heart at the same time. When the consciousness is pure, it changes your heart. But if consciousness is not pure, only words are very impressive, then you get impression at the brain level, but you don't tend to transform. And we don't want to impress people or defeat people intellectually. We want, even if they don't get impressed by our speech, still we want them to transform. There should be heart transformation. Krishna consciousness is not just to debate how much we know, how much philosophy we have, how our philosophy is the highest of everybody. That is true. But the purpose is not to throw that philosophy and defeat everybody else's philosophy. Win the debate. When you win the debate, you lose the heart. So we are not here to win the debate. We are here to win the hearts of people. And Prabhupada did not have any charismatic personality. He did have spiritually, but externally he did not have any charismatic personality. Very eloquent, very impressive speech, mesmerizing speech. All those things people adopt mechanically outside today. They have to get trained for that. How to make pause, how to give weightage, how to give speed and body language and moving and looking and then speaking. So all training is given. But those kinds of trained impressive talks do not cause transformation of the heart. But whatever broken language unimpressively spoken from the heart makes the heart change. Atheistic people can turn into believers of God. Beginners of devotees, beginner devotees turn into advanced devotees. Less surrendered people become more surrendered to the Lord. Less obedient devotees become very obedient. 2 rounders become 16 rounds. This is what is experienced in Barsana I camp. People who come 2 rounds, chanting 2 rounds, and they want to visit Barsana for the camp. At the end of the camp, they are chanting 16 rounds. It is because the purpose is very pure. The people who are doing it, they are very pure-hearted, very no motivation, no ulterior motivation. And there is a lot of hard work and sincerity and sacrifice in what they are doing. And there is no desire to have name and fame. It's simply to serve the Brajvasis. And the more subtle and the higher purpose behind it is to be part of the gratitude of His Holiness Radhanath Swami to Barsana. How? Because he traveled all the way to Vrindavan first. Then he walked all his way 50 kilometers from Vrindavan to Barsana. He stayed there for 6 months. And you must have read all that in Journey Home. What kind of stay it was. Very austere and very deep and very unknown to people. Now we know, but till the book came out, only few of us knew, but the world did not know. People say in Barsana that when he came there, his eyes looked like searching something. And they say, same people now, when he comes now, his eyes look like he has found what he was searching. So definitely he had the most intense, fruitful, satisfactory stay in Barsana. And whatever he was searching, he found it there. He found the purpose of life, he found the goal of life. He found the direction in his life, how to go, where to go, how to go, where to go. So it was in his heart that time that he wanted to do something good for Barsana-vasis or Barsana and nearby. So when after 1701 he left from there, and in 86 he came again there. He took us over there. In 89, 90, we kept on going every year for various festivals and pastimes. Holi, Julan Yatra, and so on and so forth. Different times we went. And at one time, the Brajvasis asked, what do you do in Mumbai? So we said we do multi-diagnostic camps in villages, in Adivasi areas. And nowadays we have started doing eye camps also in government setups. We do 25 operations on weekends. Once in a month we have 4 days camp, and over weekend we operate 25 patients. In those days we had to keep them 4 days pre-operative, 1 day operative and 4 days post-operative. Compulsorily 9 days patients are with you. The whole protocol was different. So we told we will do this. Immediately they said, we also have a lot of people who are with cataract here. Why don't you hold a camp here? We are in Mumbai, Thane district, and Barsana is 1500 kilometers north. We don't have any establishment, we don't have any structure, we don't have any hospital or anything there. So we didn't say anything, we just looked at Maharaj, who was with us, and he nodded yes. Now we understand why he immediately nodded. Because it was the first opportunity for him to express his gratitude to the Barsana Dham. And of late I just met him about, I think, 15 days back. And he was asking about details about the hospital, what is happening. What number you told just now, operations?
1 lakh. No, 7,000 per year.
No. We were doing 3,000 surgeries every year till now. Every year we were doing 3,000 surgeries. And we opened the hospital with great struggle and long time waiting. So when we opened the hospital, we thought the first year we don't even know which switches correspond to which light and which fan. So we thought a big establishment will take some time to settle down. So why to pressurize the staff to perform more? So we told them you just do the same number of surgeries with the new setup. That means you are acclimatized. But we are not yet finished 1 year. It's just November now, right? It's ending November, right?
Last date of Sunal.
It's last date of November. So 1.5 more month to go to complete 1 year of Bhaktivedanta Eye Hospital, Barsana. And we have already crossed 7,000 surgeries. And now discussion is going on after December 15th. We need more funds to continue. And the next year's target is 9,000 surgeries. And we are not pressurizing them. It's just happening on its own accord. So we were telling this to Radhanath Maharaj, how the mercy is flowing, and we think one way, but Radharani is acting other way, in a favorable, positive way. In the case of funds, in the case of doctor who's operating, we are getting two doctors also. So we were telling him, and in the end I told, actually all this is happening because we have opened the hospital to express your gratitude to Radharani and Brajvasis. I was very overwhelmed to hear this. And Gaur Gopal Prabhu also was next to me, sitting that time. This is wonderful. This is so one of the deeper purpose of opening Bhaktivedanta Eye Hospital in Barsana is to express our Guru Maharaj's gratitude to Barsana Dham at per se, because Barsana Dham gave him the choicest of realizations in his spiritual life, in his journey. And we are part of his journey. Because he had his journey, our journey has a meaning. Right? Otherwise, our journey has no meaning. Guru-less organizations have no direction and no destination. But when we are with our Guru's vision and journey, then we also have a journey and destination, led by the Guru himself. So the real story of Barsana is not the numbers. 60,000, 5,000, 7,000 has no value. What is most important is not the number. What is most important is the consciousness with which you do all these things. When we are told by the saintly people, there and here, that you are known for last 33 years of seva for your quality of service, for your consciousness of service. Brajvasis are very pleased because you don't just do philanthropy, but you care for them. So, in future also don't go for numbers. Keep the quality, and with the quality number increases, fine. Don't strive for the numbers. Don't struggle for the numbers. Don't race it up. Don't have it as a race. Because when you have any race, you lose the essence, right? You forget everything for why you are running. You just keep running mechanically, losing the essence. So Barsana is all about quality, consciousness, caring for the Brajvasis, kindness, service attitude, Krishna consciousness in quality also. We are told that don't treat them as cataract patients. Treat them as representative of Radha and Shyam Sundar, coming to you to give you an opportunity to serve. We are also told that don't take them as cataract patients. Treat them as your parents. If they would come to get operated in your camp for cataract, then how would you take care of them? Suppose your mother comes and you will call me, Prabhu, my mother is coming to Barsana. So how will we take care, because devotee's mother is coming all the way from Andhra. There are many people come from Mumbai, from Delhi, from many places, from Calcutta. Devotees send their parents to get operated in Barsana. Not because it is free of charge. There are many rich people from Delhi come to get operated in Barsana. And we ask them, did you come here for free surgery? No, they said that not for free surgery, we have come for the quality surgery. And it happens to be free. So I'm going to give donation and go. Because they know that Bombay eye surgeons are working here. Bombay equipments are there. Bombay protocols are being followed here. As if it is private hospital, all the protocols are followed here. So many people I have also met who are operating themselves in free of charge. Top doctors in Mathura area also come there to get operated in Barsana. Where their direction is Mathura and Delhi actually. Agra, Delhi, Fatehpur. What is that? Faridabad. So we are told that don't look at them. We are also told that the day you operate Brajvasis and with satisfaction they smile at you, be sure Radha and Krishna are smiling at you. The day you serve Brajvasis satisfactorily, that day itself Radharani recommends your name to Krishna. So these are all the guidelines or the inspiring lines on which we are working. And in the meantime, if the numbers increase, very good. The road increase, fine. But they have to increase because Radharani wants us to serve more and more with buses. So she will make arrangements. The last miracle I'll tell you before I go into today's katha. Right, so as I told you, because I know that it was also a struggle to transfer from the rental hospital to the new hospital. Huh? It was, you have a small place and equipment, then you come in a bigger place and you have furniture, so it took time to transfer. And then, as I told you, that I told them that not to hurry up for many number of operations because you have more space and more facilities. Continue with whatever you are doing. But in Bombay, we had some discussion that 33 years, we are now thinking that we are serving topmost people in the world. They are Vishwarupdas. We also do much more cataract surgeries in Mumbai and Thane area. Much more larger scale. Every day our Bhaktivedanta Hospital, Mira Road, one vehicle goes to village, holds a ICAM, OPD and treats people who are not to be operated and pick up the people who are to be operated, carry them to Bhaktivedanta Hospital, admit them, 2 nights they stay, we get operated for cataract and we drop them back to their village. Much more in number than what we do in Barsana. But still all of us know that Barsana is close to our heart. Because in Thane district there are no Brijvasis or no devotees. They may be alcoholics also, they may be vegetarians also, they may be common people, they are not devotees. In fact, in villages people eat and drink more than any other place. We serve them selflessly. But the once in a year camp in Barsana is close to our heart. It is like our yearly sadhana, part of our yearly sadhana. To go and serve there, to get rejuvenated, to get charged up spiritually, to get inspired, to get Dham association, to get Dham darshan, to eat Dham water, to eat Dham prasad, stay there in the Dham, serve the Dham vasis and get their blessings and then take darshans. It's not just a philanthropy, poor people, underprivileged people, lack of facility, lack of money. So poor people should go and serve them there. There's a social requirement. It's not like that. We go there because we can do near Thane also. We can go a little beyond Gujarat also. We can expand in there are hundreds of Adivasi underprivileged villages, But we go all the way 1500 kilometers in UP, which is not even convenient for us. 33 years there was no facility also. We are renting something, having multiple ashrams and doing so many things. But we are going there because these are supposed to be the best people in the whole universe. They are Radharani's people. Radharani gives them birth over there. They are most beloved devotees of Radharani because that's why Radharani gives them birth there. And then it is their last life, they will go back to Godhead, but Radharani's mercy because they are very dear to Radharani. So this is what we were talking in Mumbai one time. So a thought process came up. Madhavan Prabhu said that actually if we really treat them and feel that they are the best people in the whole universe, then we should operate them in the best possible method. Like your and my mother suppose gets cataract, then we will ask the doctor what is the latest, what is the best lens, what kind of technique you want to use, what is the best latest available. If you don't have, tell me where it is available. I want to take my mother there. Because you want to give your mother the best. And the best in the cataract surgery is laser surgery. Where there is minimal cut, where there is melting of the lens, a sucking of the liquefied lens, the liquid, and inserting of folded lens, which opens inside and occupies the lens space which you have emptied by removing the cataract. The cataract is not removed physically, but it is by laser, by phaco-emulsification technique, you melt the cataract inside, make it into liquid, suck it out, and insert in that narrow cut, that opening you have done, a folded lens which opens inside and becomes a lens. Now this is costing 8,300 rupees. And there is another surgery which is you cut, longer cut, and physically express the lens out. Take the disc out physically. That is called SICS. Small incision cataract surgery. But it's not small, it's still bigger than the phacoemulsification. No, why is it small? Because previously we used to take 7 to 8 stitches. 2 inches cut we would take. Now we take small incision, but still there is an incision. And this operation costs 5,700 rupees. So all over India, all medical eye camps, whatever surgical camps they do SICS surgeries. And nobody can even dream or think in wildest dreams that in the camps we'll do laser surgery. But we thought if we really took them, think that they are best people, then we should do laser surgery for them. But it remained there as a dream only, because it's a dream only. How can we operate? Because the laser equipment, the probe, everything is very costly, and we have to replace it every time. And we really want to do it. We don't want to make a show, otherwise we get infected. If you have to multiple use of one probe. So that remained a dream. And we just thought, okay, hospital open, we continue. We went to a company of government to ask for CSR donation. And we just discussed, they were saying what kind of surgeries you do, this kind of surgery, that surgery. What is the other surgery available in the market? What do you do in private hospitals? So we told the phaco surgery also. And he said, what is the cost of phaco surgery? So we said 8,300. Ayushman government policy also is providing 8,300 rupees for this surgery. If you do it under Ayushman, then Ayushman strategy, whatever provision provides you that much money if you put the reports. So that company fellow who was dealing with us, the officer, he said, why not you do all phaco surgeries? He said, yeah, we can do. We can do. So how much you will do? So he said 5,000 we can do in 1 year. So we are doing 3,000 normal surgeries. We are talking about 5,000 surgeries. Phaco, laser surgery. And then before we opened the hospital on 15th of January, here came, and 28th January we had the first inaugural OPD, outpatients. And the first day only double number of patients came. First day only. Instead of 100 patients every day average, we got 200 patients on day one only, unexpected. And then that continued for all the days. And within 10 days, 15 days, the camp was going to start in the new building itself. The annual camp is supposed to be scheduled anyways. Just 3 days before the eye camp, we didn't even have planned to have phaco surgeries or laser surgeries. But 3 days before the camp, everything is already fixed. Number of volunteers, doctors, travel plans, stay plans, food plans, everything is already fixed. And the grant for 5,000 surgeries came 3 days before. And then we thought, they said, by March beginning, if you do this much number, then immediately we release the first installment also. But they are very smart. They say, we will not give you before. You have to do, submit the report and we'll give grant. With that money, you do the next lot and we'll give you grant for that. And then 4 times you will get 1,250 surgeries. 4 times you have to do. And because anyway camp is coming, so camp maybe you can do a lot of surgery because a lot of doctors come, volunteers come. It's like a bulk operation situation. So we will do. And we did 1,350 surgeries in the camp. Usually we do 700 surgeries in the camp. 1,350 happened just like that without any much pushing. And before the camp ended, the first line installment of money also came, which is over 1 crore rupees. You can imagine, within 1 month's time. And we continued, and now by the end of November, we already finished 5,000 surgeries. So I was telling all this to Radhanath Maharaj. I was telling him, I can see from beginning the way the OPD was double, the way the RAC people immediately sanctioned, and way we were getting doctors to do surgeries, and the way it was happening, the speed without pushing anybody. It's just all Radharani's mercy. Because your heart is full of gratitude, ready to express your gratitude to Radharani. That's why all these miracles are happening. So, again I repeat, last line again. that it is not just a camp, it's a great divine spiritual activity where people come, participate, and feel that mercy. The patients feel the mercy because they're already great devotees. They feel Radharani has sent you from all the way from Bombay to help us see. I must tell you one story which Maharaj tells very often in his TED talks, in his big talks into big financial forums. You will not even know the forums. There's something called as Mike Milton Forum. There's something called as Bill Clinton Forum, where billionaires come together in number of 25, 30, and they discuss topics about billions of dollars of business. And there Maharaj is invited to speak. And there this story he tells, of course there are many stories he tells, but this story he tells very often to those billionaires. What is the story? There is one old lady who came to the eye camp and she was about to get operated, and she had a very pitiable story. She said she was a young lady when her husband died, and then her children died due to some accident, some disease. And when her husband died, her children died, she was alone. The neighbors and the so-called close relatives, they usurped her property and threw her out of the house. Now, she's an old lady, she has no money, she has no house, no relatives, no husband, no income. And she has no eyes also now. Eyes is fully cataracted. She can't see. So she's telling the story. Maybe Radhanath Maharaj was there that time when she was narrating the story and he was being translated. So she said, I have no desire. You should understand whom you are treating, which kind of people you are treating. It's so much of disastrous things in life. She has no regrets. She's not saying, Radharani, we are in your dham, what is the use of being in your dham? In your dham, in your presence, these all things are happening to me. How do I believe that you are there and you are taking care of me? But I have implicit faith in her. Undisturbed, unwavered faith in Radharani. So she says, I have no expectations. I have no desire. I have come here to get operated only with one desire. That if at all I get vision, I want to cook rotis by my own hands for Radharani. That is why I have come here. Because with eyes having cataract, I can't even cook rotis for Radharani. I don't have anything else. I want to cook rotis for her. So, such people get operated there. And the only desire is to either cook rotis for Radharani or to run to Radharani's temple because they have not seen Radharani for a long time because of cataract. And at the most, they want to be independent because they are depending on their grandchildren or daughter-in-law to take her to toilet. For small things, they have to keep shouting, take me to toilet, take me to, I can't see anything. So that dependency will be also gone. That is something like, by the way. But their heartfelt desire, primary desire is to run to temple of Radharani, take her darshan, which is their daily habit, which has been interrupted by cataract for a long time now. So what we do there is when they get operated, immediately we show them the picture of Radha and Krishna. When the bandage is taken. That is our test whether the operation is successful or not. Show them the picture and they'll ask them where is the flute, and they will tell this is the flute. Where is the eye, where is the eyebrow? Then she or he will tell, show by finger. So another divine way of testing the vision after surgery before discharge. So the point I'm trying to tell you is that many things do people do eye surgeries all over the India. Abroad there is no concept of eye surgery operations. I mean camp and all. But in India there is hundreds of camps happening, and institutes are there in India which do lakhs of surgeries per year. We are tracking for 7,000 a year, and I'm laughing at that because 7,000 is peanuts compared to the lakhs of surgeries people do. But here each eye is hankering to see Radha and Krishna. And there lakhs of eyes are there who want to see Bollywood movies. So each eye is so precious to us and Radharani. There is going to be interaction between Radharani and them after this surgery is being done. So when one donates one surgery or 5 surgeries for birthday, my birthday, your birthday, son's birthday, daughter's birthday, marriage anniversary, death anniversary of mother in the memory of mother and father. It is not just giving cataract surgery to somebody who is poor, underprivileged. It is a great divine service to give an eye to that person whose eye is meant only to see Radha and Krishna, not anything else. To that eye you are giving vision, which has lost the vision. Here we have to tell people, don't watch television after surgery. We have to tell people, instruction, don't watch television. What is that television? Only nonsense is going on. They don't watch serials of Krishna and Ram. They watch all nonsense movies. They are hankering to watch that because they could not watch for so many long time. So, operating the eye of a Brajvasi is a great devotional service. Although some ISKCON devotees may say, Prabhupada never did opera hospitals, he never opened hospital, he never did any charitable work in the society in the Adivasi areas. Why are you doing all these things? But Prabhupada did say that Brajvasis are very precious souls and they are very dear to Krishna, and any service you do to them, it will please them, will please Radha and Krishna. Now you must have not specified about cataract or polio or XYZ or heart disease or angioplasty or that details. You are not a doctor, no? You are not a doctor to tell you if you do angioplasty or Brajvasis, it will be great service to Radha and Krishna. And that is evolving. We have the opportunity, so we are doing it. Tomorrow we will do angioplasty also, we will progress to that stage in Barsana. But pleasing a Brajvasi by doing needful services is definitely, as per the sannyasis and sadhus there, that when you do this pleasure to Brajvasis, Radha Krishna immediately pleased with you. And Radha Rani recommends your name to Krishna. What does he recommend your name for? For giving his mercy. Please give your mercy. He is a very good devotee. I am recommending him. He has done service to your dear Brajvasis. That is the whole vision with which we go there. And I wish and pray that next 100 years this vision should not get diluted. Every generation we may not be there, we will go, our next generation also will go, the third generation will come and start serving. The purpose should not become mechanical or calculated. How much money is coming, how many surgeries are being done, how much we are saving, what we are doing, expansion. That kind of mood should not be there. The mood should be that everybody who goes there completely gets transformed by the mercy of Radharani, by serving the Brajvasis. Okay, thank you very much for listening to the stories of Barsana. It's very overwhelming, very satisfying, very fulfilling, giving the purpose and meaning to the life that all of us have. And then it is also said by Radhana Swami that when you serve the Brajvasis in Barsana, whatever for a period of 1 week or whatever you are scheduled to serve 15 days, some are there for beginning to end, whatever the number of camps. Some go before the camp for 5 days and stay after 4 or 5 days to wind up everything. It's a big activity, it's a big festival. It's like opening up in those days. Now we have a hospital already established. In those days we had to establish a hospital for 15 days only. In Mumbai we have a hospital where employees from home they come and go back home. We don't arrange for their food and stay. But in Barsana 15 days hospital, we also have to accommodate the workers and workers mean the volunteers. And also have to cook food for them. And so middle of the cold you have to provide them blanket, razais, everything. And also transport from the stay place to the operation place, which is multiple places in the past. It's a big effort. Set up the kitchen, set up the stay arrangement, transport arrangements, and seva and morning duty and night duty, take over and shift over, and this batch is coming, this batch is going. It's a huge activity. Hospital Mumbai mein, the same employees are working for throughout the year. We don't change the employees. I mean, some people leave, but it's not a mass change. Here, the whole batch is going to go and the new batch is going to come. In the transition, we have to just explain them, orient them, get them set. And the one batch goes to Yatra, another batch comes in, takes over. There's a lot of effort is there. Now that effort is reduced because now we are in fixed place. Now there is no, changing places and changing people. Of course, people will change. After 1 week, one batch will go, second batch will come. So there is a core team which remains constant there from beginning to end. So everybody who comes there they get deeply touched by the seva that they do. And they keep dreaming of that for many days after going back to Bombay. And after that, they keep hankering for next camp that their number should be there. So this time of the year is the only struggling period where they are trying to get in and we are saying no, it is full. The only job you have to tell them, I keep getting phones anywhere, wherever I am traveling, प्रभु जी हमको बरसाना कैंप में, हमको बरसाना कैंप में आना है, प्रभु जी कुछ करो ना, हमारा मिस हो गया वो हमारा वो वेबसाइट खुला ही नहीं, वो हमारा लिंक ऊपर ही नहीं हुआ, उसमें वो बंद हो गया. So I said I tried, but then I was told by the organizer, Prabhuji, don't take anybody calls now, we don't have space. So we have a budget, we can't go on spending on volunteers, we have to use the volunteers to operate the patients. So goal is not to take more and more volunteers and spend on their food and stay, but take minimal optimal number of manpower and then operate more and more people who are hankering for seva, for getting it operated. This is a very wonderful activity. It has been a very satisfactory, fulfilling activity in our life, and our whole life has gone into that from youth to old age. And then we wanted to open the hospital so that the next 4 generations at least should get an opportunity or get a platform to serve to Bridgewasis. We have done enough, we are fully satisfied. But what about the next generation? They need to have opportunity to serve. So if there's hospital, they will go to serve. Many Bridgewasis are getting employment. There are over 100 people who are employed there, Bridgewasis. They earn their livelihood. They were staying like a pauper now. They come on motorcycle. They have their own house. They don't have any debts anymore. So many Bridgewasi families are being maintained there. They are getting trained. Some of them are now studying in Bhaktivedanta Hospital, Mumbai. Free of charge, we are training them for ophthalmology. And then they are going to get employed there. It's a multiply spiritually enlivening activity. And then what I was trying to tell you, that after the service is done for 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever, then we take them on yatra. And this is also guideline given by Guru Maharaj that everybody who comes to serve in Varsana, they should serve Bridgewasis first, take their blessings, and then go for darshans. They will be able to appreciate darshans better by the blessings of Bridgewasis. It won't be just a tour. It will become a pilgrimage. The difference between tour and pilgrimage, right? So after the camp is over, we take them to nearby places. 2 days yatra. It's already planned, everything is planned now. And without any much planning, there is a 3rd week of surgery this time. Because there is so much of number of people needing surgery that this year we decided that 2 weeks is not going to be sufficient. We should have 3rd week of the ICAP also. So now 3rd week recruitment is going on. After 2 weeks are full. 3rd week is open now. People are getting recruited for the 3rd week. And 2,000 surgeries are expected in the camp itself this year. So, where do we go? We go to visit Radharani's place, temple, 4 mountain peaks. We go to visit Pili Pokhar, Satripur. We go to visit Prem Sarovar, Prem Yugal Kund, Sanket, Nandagaon, Uddhav Kyari, Nandagaon, Nanda Baba Goshala, Yashoda Kund, Nanda Baitak, Pawan Sarovar, Moti Kund, Vrinda Kund, Narasimha Temple, Kamavan, Kokilavan, Jawad. So many close by places people. So there is one place called Ganban. It is also called as Gedova. Also called as Gidoha. So this place is supposed to be a place where it is in Nandagaon, close by to Nandagaon, where Krishna played ball, Gend. So because Krishna played ball, Gend, the village is called Gendova. But it is also called Ganban because in that forest, the Bridgewasi boys, cowherd boys, simple, so-called uneducated cowherd boys, they come together to sing, to have a musical concert there, Sangeet Sabha. And when they come to sing there, all the rishis and munis from other planets, they come there to hear the music singing of the cowherd boys, and they come in the form of birds and sit on the branch over the assembly of cowherd boys. And even Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Varuna, they become disguised and they come incognito to listen to the singing of Brajvasi boys. And what happens? The cowherd boys, all mischief was always there, doing all masti, talking all nonsense, just joking, making fun, laughing all time, climbing on the backs of each other. So Brahma comes. He is disguised, but he is not disguising his four faces. I mean, you can wear dhoti kurta or you can wear t-shirt and pant, but your face remains same. Right? So Brahma is disguised as a Brahmin, one of the Brahmin, but he has four faces. So what we can do? He has come with four faces. So they start laughing at him. Hey, look at this man. He has four heads. His wife will have very difficulty to choose which cheek I should kiss. Or which mouth I should speak to, if I have to speak to. Or which direction I have to look at him. So he is looking in four directions. So where I should go and look at him and talk to him. They are making fun of Brahma. Brahma is the first living entity, first citizen of this universe. And they have no botheration. They are asking him, they are pulling his beard. Of course, he doesn't have a beard, but it's also mentioned that they pull his ear, pull his clothes, something like that. And they ask him, you know how to sing? So they are supposed to be quiet. They are told, when you go there, the boys are very mischievous. Don't talk to them. Just tolerate whatever is happening. So they are saying, you know how to sing? गाना भी आता है क्या तुमको कुछ? You're not supposed to say anything. So others are responding. How will he know music and singing? If at all he gets time from reading Pothi, there is the scripture, then only he will learn singing, na? Because Brahma has one hand is Pothi, that is the scripture he is holding. So they are teasing him. If at all ever he will get time from the reading of scripture, then he will go to learn music, na? तो एक आदमी बोल रहा है, दूसरा आदमी आंसर दे रहा है उसका. The answer is also belittling him, and he is quiet. And they are saying, that means you don't know singing. Better you keep quiet. And they are sitting quietly. Then Lord Shiva comes. He is Lord Shiva. He has come as a Brahmana, but he has 5 heads. The same thing with him also. Have you learned music? Do you know any music? Of course, Shiva is a great musician. But he has not come to exhibit his skills there. He has come there to see how the Brajvasis sing. He has come there to get satsang. So he is also quiet, and they are making a lot of fun. Look at this face, look at that face, how funny. Look at the snake, who is this fellow? Like that, they are making fun. These cowherd boys are so strong people, so great people, that Shukdev may not have told, Shukdevji may not have told all these things in detail, because there was no much time. He was told that Brahmaji stole the cowherd boys and they were put in Brahmaloka, and Brahma came back and saw got bewildered. In short, it's a story in short. So there are great details in that story. When the boys were captured by Brahma and were taken towards Brahmaloka, the boys are talking to themselves. Shall we crash this Brahma down under the earth in Pataloka? Right now, we can make the whole Brahmaloka crash under the ground in Pataloka by our powers. They are already in Brahmaloka, in the prison, about to be in the prison, and they are discussing, why not just drown this Brahmaloka in Pataloka? So other boys say, no, we will not do that, because our Lord, our dear Krishna must be having some plan, and he will do the needful. Why we should bother? Just let it happen as it happened. And we will take care of the Brahma later on. When he will come to Brajbhumi, we will take our revenge. So this happened after the Brahma Samolila. See the sequence. And they know actually that is the same Brahma who stole us. And they are doing purposeful teasing, and belittling him. That is a place called Daman. And that is where Krishna goes to play ball. When he goes to play ball, you know now how we are playing children in childhood, that somebody owns the bat and he rules the game. He will bat first. Even if he's out twice, he will keep batting. All this thing happen in children. Well, he owns the bat. If he says you are out, then he'll take the bat and go home. You don't have any batting only. Similarly, there's a ball owner also. He will rule the game. And that's how the game goes on. And those who don't have ball and bat, they just surrender. Last batting, all right. Last bowling, also fine. Only fielding in the boundary, also fine. So same thing is happening with Krishna also. Sridhama had got the ball that day to play. Okay? And they are throwing the ball in the sky and they are catching from long distance in the sky and they are looking how the cricketer, how they just keep gauging themselves and then they catch the ball. So like that the ball is being thrown and everybody is catching and everybody is throwing again and just having great fun in the village called Gendova. Now you should not forget the village Gendova. Now you know. Gendova. Suddenly ball comes in Krishna's hand. And Krishna throws the ball so high and so far that from Nandagaon Gendova, the ball falls in Jamuna in Vrindavan. Now it's not accidental. There's a lot of background behind it. Why Krishna did that? Because Krishna had come to know that there is Kaliya who has taken shelter in the lake in Jamuna, in Vrindavan. And his poison has killed all the life over there. There is no tree, no shrub, no creeper, nothing is, no grass, blades of grass, nothing is living there. Everything is finished. And that is causing great disturbance to Brijvasis. Whoever's cows have gone there and drunk water there, they have also died. Anybody goes and drinks water, they die. So Kaliya has created a terror there. Just by being there, he's not putting any bombs, he just is there. And the birds who are flying over the Kaliya lake, the vapors of the poison that Kaliya is having underwater, over water, the vapors, wherever the birds fly, they fall dead in the water of Jamuna. You can see the terror? You cannot imagine the terror. It's like when you get a bomb blast, there's one event of 10 people die. But here everybody's people dying. Every day people are dying. Constantly the living entities are dying. That kind of terror is created. Every day the living entities are dying. Life has become barren over there. So Krishna purposely threw the ball all the way to the lake where Kaliya is there. Now what is happening here? Sridhama is crying, I want my ball. Krishna said, I will give another ball to you. What is there in one ball? We have many balls here. I want my ball only. How children say ना, मेरा ही बैट चाहिए मुझे, मैं मेरे ही बैट से खेलूंगा. वो टूट गया तो मेरा ही बैट जोड़ के दो. It's like their monopoly. So now Sridhama is not listening only. Everybody is telling, we are playing, we are enjoying. Why you are asking for your ball? We will give you your another ball and we will play with the ball. Game is in progress now. Don't disturb. Sridhama started crying. He sat down on the ground and started crying. I want my ball. So Krishna said, okay, let's go to Vrindavan. And I will go in the Jamuna and give you a ball. And they are all the way traveled from Vindova, Ganban to Kaliya Ghat in Vrindavan. Now it is Kaliya Ghat. That time is not Kaliya Ghat. Beach mein one story is there, one more. You know Radharani is a teacher for Krishna for dance, for playing Murli, for many things she is a teacher of Krishna. In fact, Krishna is glorified as Murli Manohar. His Murli enchants even Mahavishnu, who is sleeping in the causal ocean. He also wakes up when Krishna plays flute. So much mesmerizing is flute. But whom he has learned it from? Radharani, the bank of Jamuna. There are classes going on regularly. Krishna is sitting on the ground, she is sitting on the branch of the tree and teaching him. And Krishna is learning new news for us. And then Krishna is known as Nataraj. Please don't lean behind your backrest. I'm telling all of you, don't take support of the backrest. because Nidra Devi will take you to other loka. Right from Kaliya Ghat, you will go to Nidra loka. You want to be in Kaliya Ghat or Nidra loka? So please decide and change accordingly. I am also having back rest, but I am not taking that rest. I am just taking support to the back. I am not resting my back there. Because I can't sleep now. So, he has been taking lessons from Radharani to learn dance also. And Radharani is very simple hearted, Bholi. Bholi means innocent. She doesn't understand all this crooked nature of Krishna. And Krishna is very expert, He went to Sandipani Ashram. People take 12 years to learn 64 Vidyas. He learned 64 days, 64 Vidyas. Each day one Vidya he learned paripurna, completely, perfectly. And he came back in 64 days. So smart and so assimilating knowledge he is. He is not an ordinary student. He is a very intelligent student. And he was there like that in Vrindavan also before going to Gurukul. So he would pick up the dance steps immediately. But he would put the steps wrong purposely. Why? To extend the class schedule. Suppose you learn class is 30 minutes and learn in 10 minutes. The class gets over in 10 minutes. So you get less association with Radharani. And he wants to hang on there for longer time. So he is extending the class by putting wrong steps again and again. And Radharani is saying, Hare Krishna, no. Don't put it like that. This is how you have to do it. And again she is demonstrating. And Krishna is watching. And again he is putting wrong steps. He is so expert dancer that he can put wrong step also naturally. Not like how in the drama how you act, very expertly you act. In a contrast also you act in a very expert way because you are a very good actor. So he is a very good actor. So he is putting the wrong steps also very naturally. And she is very patiently teaching him, Are Shyam Sundarji, Are Kanhaiya, do this like that. But after some time she understands that he is doing it purposely. And she gets very angry and she goes away. And then Krishna runs behind to pacify her. No, I'm very sorry, I'll not do it again, But actually he is angry for more longer association with Radharani. So that means he is an established student of Radharani, right? And one day he comes in the assembly of gopis and is dancing in front of them. But entirely different dance than what he has learned. So there he is dancing very proudly and gopis are saying, Why are you so proud? मतलब हिंदी में beautiful word is there. क्यों इतना इतराते हो? इतराते हो means like, भाव खाते हो. Why are you so proud? Why are you so much exhibiting your skill like this? You are a student of Radharani. So he says, these steps are not taught by her to me. These are my own inventions. Don't you see? Radharani, don't you see that you have not taught me this? So this is an argument there. A lot of argument is there. And then the gopis say, if you are so expert, then show us something which is extraordinary. He said, just wait and watch for some more time. I will show you such a dance that you have never seen ever in your life. That dance I will show. I will dance myself and exhibit that extraordinary dance to you. So Krishna has, this is also in the mind. He has told the gopis that he will show one day extraordinary dance. What is ordinary dance? Ordinary dance is performed on a firm platform. Right? Where do you learn? You learn dancing in water? On the water platform or slippery platform or oily platform. You make sure that your platform is steady. Even the stage you have to jump 5 times and see. Start breaking down when I am dancing. When you you don't want to have all pillars falling down of the stage. One foot ka pillar is falling down. And suddenly the stage collapses. Then the dance gets stopped. That dance is discontinued. So what is extraordinary dance? On an unsteady platform you perform a dance, which nobody performs, by the way. But Krishna has that in mind today. When he threw the ball, he also has this in mind. Okay? They all the way go there, and then they are now in at the bank of Jamuna. And the coward boys are so thirsty, they drink water of Jamuna. And they all die instantly there, fall dead there. And by the way, that day happens to be Balram's birthday, Shravan Purnima. So Rohini mother Rohini and Yashoda mother, they have told him, Beta Balramji, today you will not go to herd the cows. Already Gopashtami has happened. He is already going to Vrindavan, far places, Madhuban, Talvan, Kumudvan also, to herd the cows because he has got big cows and bulls now. So Balram also is already Gopal, not Vatsapal. But that day Balram was held back. Mother said, today you have your birthday, so you have to give donations to Brahmanas, you have to feed the cows and take blessings of the great saintly people. So today you don't go. Let Krishna go alone. So Krishna is playing the ball also alone and going also alone to Kaliya, whatever the place is. And then he glances over all the boys. They don't look at it, but they wake up as if they are waking up from sleep. He glances over them, they wake up, and in front of their eyes, he goes to that tree. One only tree is remaining. And why the tree is remaining alive is also what story is there. When Samudra Manthan took place, no? Not Samudra Manthan. When Garudji went to yield Amrut from Chandraloka, the story in Mahabharata, that his mother Vinata and himself were the slaves of the co-wife of Vinata, Kashyapa's wife, Kadru. And Kadru was mother of all the snakes. And Vinata was mother of Garuda and Aruna. And in some shart, kya bolte shart matlab kya, bet, in some bet, Kadru wins, and she has said, if you lose, you and your children, future children, will all become our slaves for lifetime. So already Garuda and Vinata are slaves of Kadru and the snakes. So Garudaji one day asked mother, how long we have to be slaves like this? I am now bored. So she said, what can I tell you? You go and ask the question to my co-wife, your co-mother, Kadru Devi. When are you going to release us from this slavery? Because she is the one who has put us in slavery. So she only can withdraw. So go and ask her. So she went and asked her, Garuda, to Kadru, Mother, when are you going to release us? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So she said, I will release you if you go and bring Amrut from Chandraloka. You know what is the meaning of this statement? Some mother is, the boy is telling, Mother, please forgive me, I have not made mistake again. And when the mother says, if you go and bring the moon, then I'll forgive you. What is the meaning of that? I'll never forgive you. That means you cannot bring the moon. Something you tell which is impossible. That means I will punish you. Forget about anything. So she said in that mode, because from her point of view, getting Amrut is impossible. How this bird can get Amrut? But she didn't know that he was Garuda, he was Vishnu Tattva himself. So he went all the way, and there's a long story in Adi Parva in Mahabharata. Very beautiful story called Garud Mahatmya, Garud Mahima. How Garuda went on crashing, breaking all the barriers where the Amrut Kalash was kept in Chandraloka. Lot of barriers were there. Finally, two snakes were there. There was a Mura demon there. So many things were there. He defeated everything, and he picked up the Amrut Kalasha. He was lying in the sky. In between, he did not drink the Amrut for himself. What you will say? Suppose I'm supposed to bring 500 kilos of jalebi from the shop, and you go and you collect 500 jalebis. You will say at least one jalebi I'll eat now. What is there? 500 kilos of jalebi, one jalebi, what's the problem? So anybody who will do that any time, he will definitely taste gulab jamun, taste jalebi, taste barfi, everything they will partake. But Garuda was so much committed to his mother, he did not even take one drop of Kalasha, Amruta. So by that dedication to the service to his mother, Vishnu was impressed. So Vishnu gave him darshan on the way and blessed him that you become my vehicle. That is how Garuda became the vehicle of Vishnu. Just by his sincere, selfless, devotional service to his mother. And then he continued going. Then Indra was informed that Chandraloka, some bird came and crashed all the barriers and he is running away with the Kalasha. So Indra came in between. He challenged him, I will throw my Vajra to you. So Garuda laughed. And Garuda said, your Vajra will not do anything to me. But because you are Indra Devadiraj, appointed by my Lord, I have to respect you and your weapon. So I will offer my one feather to you. You offer your Vajra to me to attack on me. Only my one finger I will allow to get burnt. So Indra laughed loudly. He said, what nonsense you are talking? A simple bird, you know what Vajra can destroy the whole universe. You are talking about one feather. He said, okay, you will try. Indra threw his Vajra on Garuda and only one feather as per the wish of Garuda got burnt and nothing happened to Garuda. So Indra was impressed. He said, this guy is speaking truth. I didn't believe it before he said it, but it is truth. So Indra said, why should we argue and fight with each other? We should join hands and become friends. Now you tell me, why are you taking the Kalash? So in short, he told the story. He said, wow, wonderful. Let us go together and deliver the Kalasha to your stepmother. So they came down and Kadru could not believe. And I told him that bring Amruta and that means you will ever always remain my slave. And this fellow is coming with Amrut Kalasha. That too Indra is accompanying him. She could not believe. She said, yes, I release you from my slavery. Just give the Amrut. So they were so happy that she could believe that what she is watching is true. So Indra said, yeah, I also come to deliver the Amrut to you. But you all should know that you are bringing Amrut. At least you should take bath, get purified and come, chant mantras and come. So she said, yeah, correct. So just wait, we are coming. So all she said, oh sons, oh snakes, you go and take bath and get purified and come. So everybody went running to take bath. And mother said, Garuda, you and your mother are freed from slavery. So Garuda immediately went away. Now only Indra is remaining there. So he put a Kusha asan and Kalash on that. And when he was there, Kalash was on the asan, Garuda left, Kadru is there, and she sent all her children to bath and she also went away that we will come back and take the Amrut. Now it is ours, na? As soon as everybody went away, Indra picked up the Kalash and he went away. So the snakes came back after taking bath and they didn't find the Kalash there. So they thought, while it was being picked up, maybe some drop must have fallen on the Kusha grass, the asana. So they all licked, all started licking the Kusha, which is very hard, you know. You have seen Kusha asana, it's very hard and dry. So all their tongues split into two. So that is why the snakes have split tongue. Because of this pastime. Anyway, I told the end of the story to you, but in between when Garud met Vishnu, and before meeting, somewhere in between, I don't know exact the sequence, Garuda came to Kaliya Ghat in Vrindavan, much before Krishna has come there. And because he is Vishnu Tattva, blessed by Vishnu, he was also Trikaladarshi, also Bhavishyadarshi also. He understood that this is the place where Krishna will come and perform the pastime of subduing Kaliya. And he was going to climb this tree. So he put his Kalash on that tree, took bath in Yamuna and came back, and while picking up again back to his own place, flying, he dropped some Amruta droplets on that tree. That's why that tree remained alive, where everything else was killed, dead. Another explanation is that Krishna, that tree also was dead, but Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, climbed that tree because he wanted to have a nice position to jump. If you jump from ground level, you will not go so deep. If you go up and jump, you can go deeper. So Krishna took out his feta, tied to his waist, and he climbed the tree, and he said, now I am jumping. So Sridhama is saying, no, please don't jump, I don't want my ball. But now he understood that because of my ball, all this is happening, and Kaliya is there and he is poisonous snake and everybody is dying here and we are risking Krishna's life. for the ball. So Sudama is shouting, I don't want ball, I don't want ball. But Krishna jumped in the water. Now everybody is already awake, brought back to life. They are almost dead now because they see Krishna jumped in the water. And now they also know Kaliya is there in the water. And then long time, the water is getting turbulent. It's like something is going below. When the fish is going below, the surface also is moving. Na? So the war is going on below. I cannot describe the war, long time it will take. But the war went on very ferociously. Kaliya is binding Krishna, Krishna is getting released from the coils. Again he is catching Krishna, he is throwing the poison on him. And Krishna is running in the water and punching Kaliya and some poison is coming out. And suddenly Krishna punched him and kicked him. And some blood came out and that blood surfaced. When blood surfaced, the coward boys are watching, they don't know, is Krishna's blood or Kaliya's blood? They thought Krishna is getting injured and Krishna is getting killed. Some of the coward boys ran home to Nandagaon where they are celebrating Balram's birthday and they informed, in short, the emergency news that Krishna has jumped in the lake of Kaliya and there is some blood coming on surface. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Please come, so everybody drop the birthday celebrations and Balram and Rohini and Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Upananda, everybody came running to that place. And they are in Nandagaon and Krishna will never declare. It's not a monthly planner that today Bhandirvan, tomorrow Belvan, today Bhadravan. You just leave and wherever your mind tells you, you go that day. And every day the half day meal comes in between. This day also they came, they didn't know where Krishna is. Exactly where Kaliya lake is, they don't know. So how they must have found it? This is to keep you awake. How they must have found where Krishna is? Blood is oozing in the Kaliya lake, na? They have to find Kaliya lake. They are not having Durbin, binocular from Nandagaon to see where the blood is flowing. They are running on the ground. Footsteps. Krishna would walk in Braj Bhumi and always would leave behind the footprints. And every day the gopi or gopis from Nandagaon would come with midday meal following the footsteps. Today where he has gone. Because when Krishna took charge of the coward male cows and bulls and cows, big ones, that day in Gopashtami day, all the cows had meeting that we will not destroy the footprints of Krishna. We'll keep them there only, we will not step over them. Because they went and made all the stones and thorns and pebbles into powder, like talcum powder. And while they were doing out of affection for Krishna, that Krishna's feet should not get affected by this hardness of the stones and pebbles and thorns, that kindness, that Vatsalya oozed blood from their udders which were touching the ground anyways. They were so big. With that motherly affection for Krishna, the cows, when they were smashing with their four hoofs the stone pebbles and thorns into powder, milk was oozing from their udders. And that powdered land was getting wet and becoming like butter. So they did that to all over the Braj. They made into a fine, cool, milk mixed butter like land everywhere in Braj. And they came and stood there. And now they know that when we have made a soft butter like earth, when Krishna will walk on them, what will happen? There will be footprints. And those footprints will be the ornaments of Braj Bhumi. So we all agree today, unanimously, that none of us will ever step over the footprints of Krishna and Balram. How they did it, I don't understand. But there were only two people having two plus 2, 4 legs and there were 4 footprints. But there were many going to be footprints, like 4 footprints each time they will go wherever they go. And behind them there were millions of coward boys. And millions of cows were there. Cows will have 4 legs, bulls will have 4 legs, boys will have 2 legs. So how many footprints would be created? And in that all millions and millions of footprints of cows and human beings, of boys, you have to preserve these 4 footprints. And not 4, multiple of 4. So this is all divine, beyond our understanding how this was to happen. So those footprints, they also were fresh, old, and more old. है ना? If there's 8 days old, they'll have different appearance. And today's footprints have different appearance. So that day saw the today's footprints, fresh footprints, and they followed that. And they reached within no time to Kaliya. It's about 50 kilometers today also, by the way. But they came running there. And then saw Krishna is not there. And the cowboy told all the story. We came here, this happened, that happened. We told Krishna not to jump. We jumped on the tree and he dived in the water and there's war going on. I think there's war going on. And the blood is coming out again and again. So Yashoda Mai got completely crazy. He said, I want to go in the water to save my Krishna. And all the ladies are holding her and pulling, mother, don't go. Daman wants to go in the water. All the coward men are holding him. They are all completely crazy that Krishna is going to die with the coils of Kaliya, the poison of Kaliya. Either by his stings he will die or by the poison touch he will die. So he is going to surely die. So why we are living? We all should die also. I don't want to live to see Krishna dead. You can see the commotion. Only Balram is standing by the tree and smiling. Nobody else. He knew that my younger brother is the boss. Nobody can kill him. And everybody is fearful to death actually. Their fear can't be explained. And then the fight is going on very fiercely inside and then Krishna understood that my friends, my mother, everybody has come and they are all worried. I should assure them that I am alright. So he just came out of water. So Kaliya also came out of water and he jumped over the hoods of Kaliya and started dancing. By the time with this news, even the gopis had come there. Now Kaliya's hoods are tightly filled with poison. They are like how to say that in Marathi? Ekdam tanak, fully tight with poison. And he has got I think 1,000 hoods. And each hood of a snake is very slippery. Have you done any dissection of what do you call frog in 12th standard?
Yes.
Okay. So how slippery the frog is? You can't even hold. If the frog is half anesthetized, half formalized, then he runs from your hand. He's just so slippery. You hold his leg, he goes out of the hand. Snake also is like that only. Full oily, sticky body. And now Krishna has jumped over him. And he is dancing in such a way that each hood is throwing out the poison like a flame of fire. When he puts one foot on one hood, the hood goes down, gets emptied with the poison, and the poison comes out as flames. And that becomes like this. It's tight like this, and he dances and it becomes like this. So, moment Krishna puts his foot, the platform over which he puts his foot becomes down. That means unsteady platform, right? This is a firm platform. And Krishna is dancing on unsteady platform. And gopis are like, wow! Look at how he's dancing. His lotus feet, softer than the butter which they churn every day, is falling on the hood of Kaliya as thunderbolt. Such a contrast, na? Feet softer than lotus, is dancing so gracefully. He's not dancing like this, like they are able to understand he wants to kill him. That's why he's doing that. No, he's dancing very gracefully, very softly and gracefully. You see how the feet of the dancer girl, how the feet fall. They are just not falling. They are just moving graciously on the ground, as per the music notes. It's not thumping on the ground. So Krishna is not thumping on the ground. He's dancing very graciously. Gopis are all wonderstruck to see the dance. He has promised us that he is dancing. One day he will dance, show you extraordinary dance. And he is exhibiting that. But each step, which is softer than the butter, is serving the Kaliya as life-threatening thunderbolt. And like that, he danced over all hoods which were tight before, becoming lax afterwards, tight before, lax afterwards, and all the hoods were rendered into lax, powerless, lusterless, strengthless, poisonless hoods. He danced all over them. And he was about to die. Krishna's purpose was to cleanse him of all the poison, completely get rid of all poison, and do environmental purificatory activities, like clearing the poison in the water of Jamuna. He is the best and most foremost of environmental list. Environmentalist is the highest of all because he cleared the water by this Leela. He cleared the Antariksha by Vyomasur killing. He drank poison and purified the fire. He ate the dirt and clarified the earth. What is remaining? Bolo. 4 are over now. What is fifth one? Ether हो गया Vyomasur. Water हो गया Kaliya. Flame हो गया Daman. Ate the dirt and earth हो गया. तो क्या बचा? Air. Trinavarta. When he killed Trinavarta, the air was purified. So Pancha Mahabhuta was purified by Krishna, by this light. The foremost of the environmentalists is Krishna. So by the time he subdued all the hoods of Kaliya, and Kaliya was about to die, the wives of Kaliya came running. And how they came running, you know? They keep all the baby snakes in front of them. Because you know, when babies you put in front, na, you attract mercy of the punishment person. Whenever you want to save yourself from punishment, you put children in front. So the person who is punishing you, he feels compassionate to small children. How can I beat children like that? You know? I can beat his father who is a criminal, but children we cannot beat. So they had many children, each wife of Kaliya. They had many wives and each wife had many children. So all the wives came with their children in front and they were all devotees of Krishna. And Kaliya was not. And with the children in front, the dancing Krishna on Kaliya, they offered prayers. Please save our husband. He is a demon. He is envious of you. He is very envious of you. But my Lord, please be kind to him. You can save him. You can, what do you call? What do you say? Yes, sir. Release him. Forgive him. So, after hearing the heartfelt prayers of his wives, Krishna decided not to kill him. And by the pain of Krishna's thunderbolt-like feet crashing on their head, Kaliya had suffered a lot of pain. Lot of pain he underwent. It's not easy to give up envy. It was forced out of him, right? The poison of envy. And he was really suffering. He underwent a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. So by all that pain and the freedom from the poison which was in the hood, he became pure devotee of Krishna. What was holding him? What was holding him from becoming pure devotee of Krishna? That poison. And Krishna forced that poison out with so much of pain given to him. Like Putana underwent so much of pain while Krishna was sucking her breast. So with that pain, she purified herself completely. She got completely purified. And she became pure devotee and then she died. So she went back to Goloka as the Dhatri of Yashoda. So here, undergoing that pain of Krishna's graceful dance, Kaliya became subdued and he became pure devotee. And Krishna said, I will not kill you, please get out from here. Leave this place. I want to get the water purified. I don't want water to be remaining poison anymore. So Kaliya, by the time he became pure devotee, he did not want to give up association of Krishna. So now he has to find reason not to leave. So he's telling, how can I leave? If I leave, Garuda is waiting for me. If as soon as I leave out of this, because Saubhuri Muni had given curse to Garuda, if you ever come here to eat fish, you will get killed, you will die. So Garuda has stopped coming. Though when one time I and Garuda had fight and I was getting defeated, so I just ran into Jamuna. Because I remembered that he was cursed not to enter Jamuna. So I took shelter of Jamuna. Since then I am staying over here. Now they are telling me to go leave Jamuna. Garuda is waiting for me to come out of Jamuna to kill me. So Krishna said, when I was dancing on your hoods, each time I danced and put my foot, there is a footprint on your each hood. Your each hood has my one footprint, and with all the signs of my footprint are there. When Garuda will see the footprint, Forget killing you, attacking you, will bow down to you.
Very good.
So you think that Krishna is harming you, Krishna is making you powerless, no muscle power, you are just getting subdued, you are getting insulted, but actually it's a blessing on you. While that all was happening, you were getting rid of all the poison which was separating you from Krishna. At the same time, Krishna's footprints were being imprinted on the hoods of Kaliya. Please remember this. Kaliya's wives are saying, "We are your devotees. He is your enemy. What punya he has done that he is receiving your footprint on his head?" We don't understand, as his wife also. What has made him so fortunate that you are dancing on his hoods and creating footprints on each of his hoods, blessing him with eternal footprint on his head, not one, thousands of them. So he got melted with the prayers. So he said, now he has to leave. Krishna said, don't worry. So he was in so much of love with Krishna by then. He could not leave Vrindavan. He left halfway. Today we say he went to Shatikara, crossed the highway and went to the other side and stayed there for some time. What is that place called? Ajayvan. Also called locally Jayat. Why called Jayat? Because Jayat means Jayati, Jayati, Jayati. All glories, all glories, all glories. Means the demigod shouted when Krishna killed Agasur. That means Agasur was killed much before Kaliya Leela. After Kaliya Leela, after Agasur Leela, Krishna became Gopal after Gopashtami. After becoming Gopal, he went to Kaliya Ghat to herd the cows and he subdued Kaliya there. So, Jayati, Jayati, he was shouted by demigods when Krishna had killed Agasur there. So, a big Agasur Murti was there, dead body. There he went and stayed. So, today if you go to Jayat village, there are two snake symbols there. One is Agasur and one is Kaliya. Big snake wood is there. There is Kaliya. He stayed there for a long time. And Krishna said where to go. He asked where to go. He said go to Fiji Island. So finally after staying there with very heavy legs, one day he left from there and he went to Fiji Island. So today also he is residing in Fiji Island. And Fiji Island, the Devata of the nation is Kaliya. But that Kaliya is not a demon. That Kaliya is a great devotee saintly personality. As a Vaishnava, he is blessing everybody in Fiji. He is a worshipable object. Now, Krishna did all these things and he came out of the water. Everybody embraced him, mother, father, friends. Oh, well done, bravo, bravo, Jayati, Jayati. And then the gopis came to him. They said, I hope you saw the extraordinary dance. They said, yes, we saw the dance, but we are upset with you because you did not call us to dance with you. Because he was dancing so beautifully, they were all watching, and then they danced with him. So he thought, he's doing extraordinary dance. Now what are we doing watching? We should have been dancing with him. So some books say that while he danced and danced and danced for a long time, he called only few gopis, come on. And the few gopis jumped and they danced and everybody others watched. So when they all came down, Kaliya went away, other gopis complained to him. So Krishna called the Kaliya from wherever they were waiting again. He said, go in the water again. Please come back. We'll do action quickly. So Kaliya came back to serve Krishna. And he again went to the water. Krishna did some fun with him. Again he came out of the water. And Kaliya's platform on the head, on the whatever hoods, expanded millions of miles. It was X amount of area where Krishna was dancing. Well, quite huge, not that Krishna was dancing here only. Only one, all what hood is here. But there were 100,000 hoods were there. He was dancing from one end to another, very gracefully. It is said that even demigods were watching in the sky. The great dancer demigods, who are they? Demigods. Sir, Gandharva are the singers. We are making singers into dancer into singers. There is separate loka for dancer to demigods. There is separate loka for musician demigods, instrument players. There are separate demigods dancing. Kinnaras.
Kinnaras.
Kinnaras are dancers. Gandharva are singers. Kim Purushas are also musicians. So there are four Yakshas, Kim Purushas, Gandharvas, and Kinnaras. They are all musician demigods. So all of them had gathered in the sky. And Krishna was dancing there with no music. Only the ankle bells were giving music. And they were using all kinds of instruments to match up with Krishna's tone. But they were not able to match only. So they were playing with their own tune, trying to match up with Krishna. And Krishna was dancing with another tune. And this mismatch continued for a long time, as long as Krishna was watching. So, this time the Hood's platform expanded to millions of miles. And Krishna invited all the millions of gopis to climb on the horse of Kaliya. This time there was no poison in the horse of Kaliya. Kaliya has become pure devotee. Kaliya is very happily taking the lotus feet of all the gopis and Krishna and Radharani on his head. And they all are performing Ras Leela on his head. For a long time, as much as their heart satisfaction. And then they got down and then Kaliya went back to Fiji Island. Haribo. So one of the pastime in different Kalpa is that before sending Kaliya to Fiji Island, Krishna made Kaliya into snake bird by his sweet will. That means Kaliya developed wings. And Krishna said, I want to have a ride on all the demigods Loka, not the Lokas, heavenly planets. So he rode on Kaliya. And Kaliya flew in the sky and went to Bhuvar Loka, Swar Loka, Tapa Loka, Jana Loka, Siddha Loka, all the Lokas and all demigods were like, Haribol. Krishna was waving. Everybody was so happy to have darshan of Krishna. With snake bird Kaliya. And then Kaliya went to Fiji Island. So every yuga when Krishna comes, he has different pastimes. I mean, same pastime performed in a different way, in a different variety of way, very blissful way. And everybody was watching, seeing, hearing, participating, but they only fun. There's nothing else. So this is Kaliya Leela, Kaliya Mardan Leela. Why Kaliya was saved? Why Kaliya was saved? Because the wives prayed. Who are the wives of Kaliya? Devotees of Krishna. Why Indra was saved? Because he took shelter of Survi cow, who is a devotee of Krishna. So, if you want to be forgiven for the sins that you have done, take shelter of a devotee of Krishna. Otherwise, Yamaraj is ready to pursue you. Yamaraj will punish you for sure. No escape. Nobody can escape Yamaraj's punishment. Only if you chant the holy name of the Lord and only if you take shelter of a pure devotee, Yamaraj will not come there. That's a lesson we learn. And from Kaliya Leela what we learn? That Kaliya is an emblem of envy. And envy is the only cause which is now and in the past and in the future is separating us from Krishna. You may be having unlimited good qualities, but if you harbor envy, then you are away from Krishna. You cannot attain Krishna. Of course, Shishupal also attained liberation through envy. Kamyat gopyaha bhayat kamsaha dveshyat chetyaha. By the process of envy, unlimited envy against Krishna, Shishupal got liberated. But still, the envy is the cause which are keeping us here in the material body, in the material world, and that is separating us from Krishna. That envy, we forget one day that it is for Krishna, then it manifests to the devotees. That same envy gets transferred to the devotees of Krishna, and then we become envious of devotees of Krishna. So envy is also spreading from one place to another. It just does not remain there, constant and steady. So, anything, sometimes the wife is envious of husband. When the husband is sometimes envious of wife. Suppose you make your wife devotee, and one day she becomes more advanced than you and more respected than you. People bow down to her. She becomes famous on YouTube and nobody looks at you when you are walking also with her. So you become envious of a devotee wife also. Same way with husband also. The wife is saying, "Hey, I am so good singer. My husband is a bhadda singer, but he is famous." So she becomes envious of him. So envy, how it will come, where it will come, nobody knows. It's just there, no, just manifest. Sometimes you are envious of your guru. That you feel, he's not a good singer, I'm a good singer, but people are mad after his singing. He sings out of tune. Still people are clapping and crying in when he sings. And I sing so beautifully and nobody is even looking me the hand also. So there is a possibility that you become envious of Guru also. For his fame, for his knowledge, for his audience, for his followers. This envy is very dangerous. Today you may think, how can I be envious of Guru? How can I be envious of my wife? I love her. How can I be envious of my daughter or my son? How can I be envious of my husband? They are my beloveds. How can I? But there is envy there also. You may not even know that you are envious of your wife or husband. But envy is so subtle and so poisonous. We all have to get freed from this envy. Without that, no Krishna. Be sure. So how do we get freed from envy? Tell me. By serving those devotees whom we feel envious for. If by the grace of Krishna you come to know that you are envious of Krishna or his devotees, I'll give an example to you. Another good example. We have given you example convincingly about wife, husband and children and so and so, right? How you are envious of Krishna, I will tell you. You will preach your wife and she becomes a devotee. Then naturally all women like cooking, so they start going to kitchen of deities. Okay? And then you come home and you want to take lunch and you find your wife is in deity kitchen. So you become envious of Krishna. She is my wife, supposed to be serving me, but she has gone to serve Krishna. I made her a devotee of Krishna. And today she is leaving me and going to temple and serving Krishna. And then one day Guru Maharaj comes and it's lunch time for you. And you come home and you see, where is your wife? She's gone to cook and serve Guru Maharaj. So what about me? I am here. I am the master of the house. I maintain her. And she has neglected me and gone to serve Guru Maharaj. So envy pops up. It was not there before, but it pops up. Comes out. And this is all practically happening. You have to be humble enough to accept, yes, I was envious of my Guru. My wife went to serve. Neglecting me, my wife went to serve Guru Maharaj. Wife went to serve Krishna. So this is how the subtle unknown envy is always there in you, popping up at wrong times. So we are advised by Vaishnavas that if you are feeling envious for somebody, then you should go and humbly serve, which is very difficult. The last thing you can do, serve a person who you are envious of. You hate him, you don't like him anymore. But if you want to get rid of envy, you have to serve him. There is scriptural injunction, scriptural advice. You want to get rid of envy, do it. If you don't want to do it because of your ego is getting hurt, the envy will remain in your heart. If you keep on chanting Hare Krishna, envy will still remain there. Of course, one day it will go, but long way to go. If you want to fast forward it, make it swift process of getting free from envy, because you are now come to know this is only envy only is holding me back here. This is the barrier between me and Krishna. Then you will start working on it. Na? If you are convinced about it, then you will not just say, okay, good theory, I know good theory, but let me continue chanting Hare Krishna. If you really are convinced about what you hear, then you will act upon it, right? If you come to know there is fire here, so you will not go there, or you will not touch it. If you come to know fire is there, you should go and touch it. It means you don't understand. You know, but you don't understand. And what is the use of that knowledge without understanding? Knowledge means you have to apply that knowledge. If you understand knowledge, you will not touch the fire. Fire burns. So one way you hear and understand, second way you touch and understand, third way you burn your hand and understand that the fire is burning. You decide which way you want to, first class, second class or third class. But whichever class, fourth class, fifth class, you have to learn one day that the fire burns, right? And you will learn one day and we separate you from Krishna. You want Krishna, you want Krishna, you want Krishna. Then you will say, okay, I will serve all those whom I am envious of. First I will serve Krishna. First I will serve my Guru Maharaj. First I will serve my advanced devotees, more advanced than me, whom I am always feeling envious of. See how close he is there to Guru Maharaj. He doesn't talk to me, he doesn't talk. He talks to him. I want to meet him. I do appointment for him. All time he is with Guru Maharaj. So I am envious of him. In fact, we should serve those people who are so close to Guru Maharaj. For two reasons. That Dasanudas will help you to advance faster, and that will get you free from envy also. That's why all those who are close servants of Gurudev, we should keep serving them, to serve, to help them to serve in their service. So this Kaliya is residing in our heart all the time. From Vrindavan he has left and gone to Fiji, but he still resides in the lake of envy of your heart. And we have to get rid of it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Please give mic.
I have a question.
First let him ask. You are the boss. You are the last.
Yes, sir. Send the mic, send the mic. हिंदी डोमिनेशन है ब्रो.
आपने बोला पहले आपको. I asked you ना.
No.
लेकिन
You said English. So I said okay.
English.
कई लोग हिंदी नहीं सीख रहे.
थोड़ा सा हिंदी. ठीक है. एक बार कृष्णा जन्म होने के बाद 3 महीने हो गए. क्या बड़ी बात हुई. सब लोग 3 महीने होते हैं. But it's a nice thing to understand. Huh? Today, I don't want to take names.
हिंदी
sorry. मैं नाम नहीं लूंगा, लेकिन आजकल के लोग बच्चा पैदा नहीं करना चाहते, और कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं अपना फिगर मेंटेन करने के लिए वो बच्चा चाहते हैं, लेकिन वो अपने गर्भ से नहीं चाहते हैं, किसी माँ को हायर करते हैं और अपना एग और अपने हस्बैंड का सीमेन इकट्ठ करके टेस्ट ट्यूब में बेबी पैदा करते हैं, उसके मुंह में इंजेक्ट करते हैं. वो लेडी 9 मंथ प्रेग्नेंट होती है, उसको पैसा देते हैं बहुत सारा, हजारों रुपया, और वो बच्चा को जन्म होने के बाद में उसको दूध पीने के लिए भी पैसा देते हैं, और दूध पिलाने के बाद बच्चा अपने घर पे लाते हैं और अपना करियर फिल्म स्टार सब मैनेज करते हैं. सो कलयुग में लोगों को बच्चे नहीं चाहिए. कौन बर्डन लेगा इतना. बच्चा को टट्टी निकालो, पेशाब निकालो, ये करो, वो करो. उससे अच्छा हम लोग आराम से रहेंगे, एंजॉय करेंगे. यूज कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्स, enjoy life. Both of us will enjoy, travel together, and our children. लेकिन उस जमाने में, अब हमारे बचपन में भी ढेर सारे बच्चे होते थे. मेरे दादा के घर में, नाना के घर में 4 नाना थे, हर एक के घर में 9 बच्चे थे. मतलब आई हैड 36 मेरे को मामा और काका और मौसी बिग टीम, यू नो. मेरे घर में कितने थे? 7. I am the 7th in my house. मैं 7वां हूँ मेरे घर में. लेकिन कभी तकलीफ नहीं हुआ ऐसा. ये किधर आया 7वां, ये 6वां क्यों आया, ये 5वीं क्यों आई, ऐसा नहीं था. सबको प्रेम था. और उसके पहले जमाने में बच्चा इतना खुशी का मौसम था, खुशी का स्रोत था कि वो टर्न किया तो फेस्टिवल, जन्म किया तो फेस्टिवल. आपको पता है क्या, एक शास्त्र में लिखा है, भागवत में तो सब डिफरेंट टाइप से लिखा है. तो टाइम कम था ना, सुखदेव के साथ में, सुखदेव आप बताने के लिए बहुत कुछ है, लेकिन टाइम सामने वाले के पास कम है ना. उसके पास कोई डेथ वारंट नहीं है, लेकिन सामने वाले के पास डेथ वारंट है. तो 7 दिन में उनको पूरा, देखो अभी जो मैं हूँ और आपने आपको मुझे बोला प्रभु जी आपको 15 मिनट बोलना है, तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट होता है। आप बोलो 2 घंटा बोलना है, कोई डिफिकल्टी नहीं, बट 15 मिनट में बोलना मतलब वो प्लान करना पड़ता है कि फर्स्ट 2 मिनट में क्या बोलना है, बाद में 3 मिनट में क्या बोलना है, 4 मिनट में क्या बोलना है। तो इन लोगों को सब कुछ बोलना है, 168 आवर का टाइम लिमिट है, 168 आवर्स, तो सब कुछ बोलना है, तो सबका इम्पोर्टेंट बोला। लेकिन मैं अभी क्या बताना था आपको कि इतना डिटेल में बोल नहीं पाया सुखदेव जी महाराज, लेकिन हर एक थिंग। हाँ, तो मैं क्या बता रहा था कि कृष्ण का जन्मदिन कितना दिन मनाया? हाँ, किधर पढ़ा आपने? 3 महीने में टर्न किया उसने। लेकिन एक स्क्रिप्चर में लिखा है कि कृष्ण का जन्मदिन, जन्मोत्सव, नंदोत्सव 6 महीने तक मनाया गया, 180 डेज। और लोग इतने आनंद में थे, इतने आनंद में थे कि दिन कब उग रहा है, दिन कब ढल रहा है, रात कब आ रही है, दिन कब आ रहा है, उसको पता नहीं चल रहा था। इतना उनका ध्यान नहीं था कि दिन और रात का फर्क भी नहीं पता चल रहा था, सोने का और जगने का टाइम भी पता नहीं चल रहा था, इतने ट्रांस में थे वो लोग। और 180th डे उनको होश आया, अरे सनसेट हो रहा है, समझे आपको? और बोल रहे कैसा ये सन है, आज कृष्ण का जन्मदिन है, आज के दिन तो लेट ढलने का था ना आपको। एटलीस्ट टुडे यू शुड सेट लिटिल लेटर, टुडे इज बर्थडे ऑफ कृष्णा, वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग। उनको पता नहीं कि 179 खत्म हो चुका ऑलरेडी, 179 टाइम ऑलरेडी सेट हो चुका है, वो 180th टाइम सेट हो चुका हो रहा है। लेकिन ये लोग होश में 180th डे पे आए, इसलिए वो कर्स कर रहे हैं सूर्य को और विधाता को कि इसको समझता नहीं, इतनी अक्ल नहीं इनको। गोपियां बहुत खुल्लम खुल्ला बात करती हैं। गोपियां कहती है कि ब्रह्मा जी को अक्ल ही नहीं है, अगर अक्ल होती तो आईलिड्स नहीं बनाता वो, क्योंकि आईलिड्स बार-बार बंद होती है, उतना टाइम हम कृष्ण को देख नहीं पाते, लव मात्र, वो तकलीफ होती है। तो ब्रह्मा को कब समझेगा? 4 दिमाग लेके बैठा है, क्या फायदा है? What is the use? 4 brains, super fine, superlative सॉफ्टवेयर फिक्स अप किया उसके अंदर, लेकिन फायदा क्या है उसका? इतना भी अकल नहीं कि आईलिड नहीं बनाना चाहिए। वो देखो मछली, नो आईलिड्स, पानी के अंदर मछली को होती है कभी-कभी, लेकिन बहुत मछलियों को आईलिड नहीं होती, कांस्टेंट विजन, नो इंटरप्शन। तो वो एक कथा है दूसरी। लेकिन 3 महीने के बाद में कृष्णा ने करवट लिया, सब लोग एंजॉयमेंट, एवरी फेस्टिवल, सब लोग ब्राह्मणों को बुलाया, आवाज नाचने को बुलाया, गाने को बुलाया, सब लोगों को खाना बनाया, ब्राह्मणों को श्लोक बोलने को बोला, क्या क्या नहीं किया। हाँ, तो आचार्य बताते हैं कि वैदिक सिविलाइजेशन में बच्चा होना एक ब्लेसिंग है, और बच्चे का हर हरकत एक दूसरा ब्लेसिंग है और फेस्टिवल का कारण है। आप लोगों में से कितने लोगों ने 3 महीने के बाद करवट बदलने पर फेस्टिवल बनाया घर पे? नहीं मनाया ना। एक 3 महीने का गर्भवती का फेस्टिवल होता है। प्रभुपाद जी लिखते हैं तात्पर्य में कृष्णा बुक में कि 3 महीने जब प्रेगनेंसी होती है तो प्रेग्नेंट लेडी नेबर्स के लेडीज और बच्चों के साथ मिलकर खाना खाती है, अलग अलग पदार्थ खाती है, डांस करती है, एंजॉय करते हैं, गाना गाते हैं। उसका एक नाम दिया प्रभुपाद जी ने उस फेस्टिवल का, 3rd मंथ ऑफ प्रेगनेंसी में होता है। फिर प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं कि 6वें और 8वें महीने में एक विधि होता है, सीमंतन विधि, उसके अंदर बहुत बड़ा फेस्टिवल होता है, मनाते हैं। फिर जन्म से समय पर वेदा संस्कार होता है, जाति संस्कार होता है, फिर नाम संस्कार होता है 12 दिन के बाद, 12। उसके बाद में अन्नप्राशन 6 महीने में होता है, उसके बाद में 5 साल के बाद उपनयन होता है। वेडिंग फॉर ओनली सेलिब्रेशंस, हर एक बालक की गतिविधि एक सेलिब्रेशन का कारण है, उनके लिए एक मौका है, एक रीजन है उनके लिए, और कॉन्स्टेंटली दे आर सेलिब्रेटिंग। बालक होने से सेलिब्रेटिंग, उनको कल्चर देते हैं, संस्कार देते हैं, उनको भाग्य देते हैं, सब कुछ देते हैं और सेलिब्रेट भी करते हैं। हर बार ब्राह्मणों को बुलाते हैं, हर बार दक्षिणा देते हैं, डांसर्स को बुलाते हैं, उनको दक्षिणा देते हैं, खाना बांटते हैं, अलंकार बांटते हैं, क्या नहीं करते हैं। तो कृष्णा ने करवट लिया तो कृष्णा ने फेस्टिवल ऑर्गेनाइज किया। सब भीड़ है, सब लोगों का, मेहमानों का भीड़, उनको आना जाना, ड्रिंक देना है, खाना देना है, पीना है, बैठो, सत्कार करना है, ब्राह्मणों को दक्षिणा देना है। तो बहुत काम था वो दिन। लेकिन देखो आप जानते हैं ना, जब बच्चे का नामकरण विधि होता है ना, तो बच्चा वो छोटा होता है ना, तो 2 घंटे में उसको दूध पिलाना पड़ता है कि नहीं? मेहमानों को देखना है, बच्चों को दूध भी पिलाना है। तो ऐसे ही भीड़ में छोटा बालक है 3 महीने का, तो दूध भी पिलाना है उसको, तो रोता है तो वो तुरंत गोद में लेती है उसको। बहुत सारी भीड़ है, बहुत सारे मेहमान है, खाना खिला रही है, ये कर रही है, वो कर रही है, दूध पिलाती है। और वो आप पढ़ेंगे ना भागवत, तो आपको पढ़ाई में मिलेगा तो एक गुलक कार्ड था। गुलक कार्ड के ऊपर बहुत सारे बर्तन थे सोने के, बड़े बड़े स्वर्ण के बर्तन थे, ह्यूज लॉट ऑफ बर्तन। उसके नीचे एक लटकता हुआ पलना था, उसमें दूध पिलाने के बाद बालक सो गया, तो मैया ने अपने गोद में उस पलंग पे जाकर बालक को सुलाया। कुछ देर के बाद बालक सो गया, तो धीरे से उठ के वो काम को चली गई। तो मैं बोला गुलक काट के अंदर इतनी बड़ी यशोदा माई द्वापर युग की। आपको मालूम है द्वापर युग के लोगों का हाइट कितना होता है? अभी एवरेज हाइट कितना है? 5.5। लेकिन इसके पहले युग में भीमसेन और सब लोग थे ना, वो 15 फुट के थे एवरेज। उसमें भी ऊंचाई कम होती है, कोई ऊंचा कोई छोटा होता है, लेकिन एवरेज ऐसे 15 फीट का था हाइट। रामचंद्र भगवान 25 फीट के थे। कलयुग, द्वापर युग, त्रेता युग बड़े साइज होती है ना उसके अंदर, बिगर साइज। ऐसे युग गोज डाउन, युग बदलता है तो हम लोग और छोटे हो जाते हैं। वो था ना मुचुकुंद, वो सत्ययुग में सोया था, तो द्वापर में उसको भगवान ने कालियावन ने लात मार के जगा दिया। तो पहला प्रश्न क्या पूछा वो कालियावन जलने के बाद, ये लोग इतने छोटे क्यों हैं? भैया तो सत्ययुग में सोया था, द्वापर में उठ रहा है ना, इसलिए सब लोग छोटे लग रहे, क्योंकि वो बड़ा लंबा था। तो जब जग के देखा लोगों को तो वो छोटे से लोग थे। तो इस तरह से द्वापर युग की यशोदा बालक को लेके खुद सो गई। ऐसा नहीं कि उसके हाफ पैर बिस्तर के बाहर गए, तो बिस्तर छोटा था ना, बैलगाड़ी के नीचे था, तो इतना ही बॉडी था ऊपर और बाकी पैर बैलगाड़ी के बाहर था। नहीं, अच्छा लंबा बड़ा पलंग था, उससे हाइट से भी ऊंचा था। तो मैंने बहुत विचार किया कि बहुत मेडिटेशन किया, तो सब सोच सोच के मेरे को समझ में आया कि वो गुलक कार्ड जो था एक बड़े कमरे की तरह था। तो जो ये गुलक कार्ड है, ये पूरा हॉल एक गुलक कार्ड है। ये सीलिंग जो है ना, उसके ऊपर बर्तन रखे हुए हैं, और इसके नीचे ये 6 बाय 6 फीट का एक पलंग लटका दिया है, उसके ऊपर मैया सो रही है और बालक को सुला दिया है। और वो इधर है ऐसा, उसके नीचे भी जगह है बहुत, उसके बाद में पहिए हैं नीचे, व्हील्स। थोड़ा कल्पना करो आप, हम लोग कलयुग की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम लोग द्वापर युग की बात कर रहे हैं। और साफ साफ लिखा है कि यशोदा माई उस पलंग के, उस कार्ड के नीचे जो पलंग था लटका हुआ, उसमें सोई बालक को लेकर। बालक को अपने गोद में सुलाया दूध पिलाने के बाद, फिर उठ के चले गई। बालक अकेला अभी सोया हुआ है, और उसके बाजू में ही वो गुलक कार्ड का पहिया है, व्हील है, व्हील। तो चले गए अपने काम पे सब लोग। वहां पर देखो शादी है, कोई फंक्शन है, मुझे प्रवचन से सब शांत बैठे, लेकिन जैसे ही प्रवचन समाप्त होगा क्या होगा? साइलेंस खत्म हो जाएगा, तुरंत बोलना चालू हो जाएगा। हम लोग इधर बैठ के इधर बात भी कर नहीं सकते, इतना लोगों की आवाज आएगी उसके बाद। तो फेस्टिवल में ऐसे होता है, म्यूजिक बज रही है, डांस बज रहे हैं, लोग बोल रहे हैं, तो जोर से नाच रहे हैं, बोल रहे हैं, तो इतना शोर में बिजी हो गई। और बालक को एक बार दूध पीने के बाद, सोने के बाद में वापस भूख लगी, हो सकता है 2 घंटे गए होंगे, तो वो रोने लगा, माँ को पुकार रहा है। तो महाराज बताते हैं सुप्रीम पर्सनालिटी ऑफ गॉडहेड इज क्राइंग फॉर द मिल्क ऑफ हर मदर। उसके पास क्या कमी है? लेकिन बालक बनकर ब्रज में आकर अपने माता के दूध के लिए कृष्ण रो रहे हैं। तो कितनी भाग्यशाली माता है वो, उसके दूध के लिए। हाँ, एक वालिद है वो, एक सिंपल कावर्ड लेडी, उसके प्रेम के दूध के लिए भगवान प्यासे हैं और रो रहे हैं, और माँ को सुनाई नहीं पड़ रहा है। तो बच्चा थोड़ा सा दुखी होता है, क्योंकि दूध रो रहा है और दूध नहीं मिल रहा है, तो वो पाँव झाड़ता है। लेकिन जब माता उसको लेकर उस लटके हुए पलंग में सोने को गई, तो कुछ बाल बाल जो छोटे कलिया थे वो देख रहे थे कि मैया जा रही है, सो रही है, मैया उतर रही है और जा रही है, और मैया गई और बालक को देखते रहे। वो कुछ देर बाद बालक उठा, बालक रोया, उसका रोना किसी को सुनाई नहीं पड़ा, तो उसने पाँव हिलाए तो उसका अंगूठा जाकर वो बैलगाड़ी के स्पोक को लग गया, और जैसे उसकी मुलायम मक्खन जैसे उंगलियों का स्पर्श उस व्हील को हुआ, जो चल नहीं रहा है, वो खड़ा है व्हील, तो व्हील का स्पोक सारे टूट गए, सारे स्पोक टूट गए और वो पूरा धड़ाड़ करके गिर गया। वो सारे बर्तन, इतने सैकड़ों बर्तन थे उसके ऊपर, वो सारे जमीन पर गिर गए और वो इतना बड़ा आवाज हो गया, वो सबकी चैमचैम से ज्यादा आवाज था। वो सुनाई पड़ा भैया को, अरे मेरा बच्चा किधर है? व्यक्ति जो बाहर गया है, जिसको बैलगाड़ी के अंदर रखा था उसको नीचे पलंग में, वो पूरा टूट के चकनाचूर हो गए, सब बर्तन फैल रहे इधर उधर, इतना बड़ा आवाज हो रहा है। बालक तो आराम से पल्ले में है, पल्ले में कुछ नहीं हुआ है। और बालक लोगों ने कहा कि हमने देखा, सब लोगों ने देखा कि बालक ने ऐसे पाय झाड़ा, उनका पाँव का स्पर्श होते ही ये टूट पड़ा। तो बालक बोले क्या बकवास करते बच्चों का नहीं सुनना, बच्चों क्या समझता है। बच्चों ने तभी भी कहा था, जब उसने उकल खींच के दो पेड़ को गिराया था ना, तो बच्चों ने बताया नंद महाराज को कि कृष्ण को देखा हमने, वो खींच खींच के उकल लेके आया, दो पेड़ के अंदर अटकाया और खींचा, और उसके खींचने से पेड़ टूट गए। तो क्या बकवास करते थे, क्या बच्चे लोग कितनी बात करते हैं। लेकिन बच्चे लोग सच बता रहे हैं, लेकिन इतनी योग माया का प्रभाव है, हाँ, भगवान की इच्छा से कि समझ में नहीं आ रहा है वो क्या बोल रहे हैं। बालक अभी भी सत्य बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन बड़े लोगों को विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है। झट से लाके बालक को लेके दूध पिला के, बालक क्यों दूध पीता है? अरे मैं कैसे ही छोड़ के गई उसको, मुझे वहीं खड़ा रहना चाहिए था। तो ऐसा हुआ कि जैसे ही माँ यशोदा ने दूध पिलाया, उसको लेकर वो तरंगते हुए पलक में गई और सुलाया और उठकर चली गई। तब कंस का भेजा हुआ भूत रूपी राक्षस, उसका नाम था उत्कच, वो भूत रूपी था, वायु रूपी भूत था। वो आकर उस चैरियट पे, क्या बोलते, बैलगाड़ी के ऊपर बैठ गया, छकड़े के ऊपर बैठ गया। छकड़ा मतलब बैलगाड़ी। कहते हैं जैसे आके बैठा ना वो, उसके व्हील जो थे वो आधे जमीन के अंदर धस गए। इतना वायु रूप होकर भी वो भयंकर राक्षस था। हाफ व्हील्स सबमर्ज्ड इन द ग्राउंड। उसका प्लान ये था, जैसे माता निकल जाएगी मैं क्रैश हो जाऊंगा और बालक जो है दब कर मर जाएगा। उसके पहले ही कृष्ण ने अपना अंगूठा लगाया तो तोड़ दिया उसको, और वो राक्षस मर गया। वो कंस का भेजा हुआ राक्षस था, शट्टासुर। शट्टासुर एक भूत था, वायु रूपी भूत। हमारे आचार्य बताते हैं कि ये शट्टासुर कौन है। ये शट्टासुर जो है वो हमारे पूरे आदतों का स्वरूप है। पुरानी आदतें, कभी हो सकता है पुराने जन्म की आदतें या इस जन्म की पुरानी आदतें, वो नहीं चाहिए तब याद आती है, नहीं याद आना नहीं चाहिए, उस टाइम पे याद आती है। मैंने बहुत लोगों को प्रीचिंग किया है, जब वो फिश खाते थे, हम भी फिश खाते थे पहले, तो 30 साल भक्ति करने के बाद, फिश छोड़ने के बाद भी वो दिमाग में पैम्पलेट के टेस्ट की याद रहती है। बोला पैम्पलेट, एक टाइप का फिश होता है, वो हमारे साउथ इंडिया में बहुत फेमस है। वो कई डिवोटीज उसमें अटैच थे, तो छोड़ दिया उसको, लेकिन उसका टेस्ट का जो मेमोरी है, आरएनए डीएनए अभी भी ब्रेन में है। जो लोग शराब पीते हैं ना, उनको अभी भी वो वोडका, रम, विस्की, ब्रांडी, उसका टेस्ट जबान पर इधर स्टोर में रहता है। और वो टेस्ट का जो माया का जो टेस्ट किया है हम लोग ने, उसका जो स्मृति है, उसका जो मेमोरी है, वो सबसे बड़ी डेंजरस चीज है। क्योंकि वो ये मेमोरी अगर रहेगी तो चुप नहीं रहती है, कभी ना कभी मौका देख के ऊपर आ जाती है। कभी फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ गया, कोई टेंशन आ गया, कोई बहुत भयंकर आ गया, तो वो वापस जाके दारू पिएगा, क्योंकि वो उसको टेस्ट की याद आती है। मैं सब भूलना चाहता हूँ, मैं भी इतना दुखी हो गया कि मैं सहन नहीं सकता। चलो, जिसने पहले पिया हुआ है वही जाके पिएगा, नया आदमी जाके पिएगा नहीं, तो कभी नहीं पिया है। उसको पता नहीं है कि ये करने से शांति मिलती है। लेकिन जिसने कभी पहले खाया पिया है, फिर वो डेंजरस अवस्था में कर सकता है। इसलिए ये जो पुरानी आदतें हैं ना हमारी, जो हमने छोड़ दी है अभी, वो पुरानी आदतें छोड़ने के बाद भी उसकी स्मृतियाँ मन में रहती है। हम लोग साउथ इंडियन लोग हैं और हमारे घर में बचपन में सब खाते थे सी प्रॉन्स, हाँ वो होता है ना, छोटी मोटी बड़े बड़े छोटे मोटे अलग फ्राई के होते हैं, अलग टाइप के फिश होते हैं, येलो अमुक तमुक, उसका अलग अलग टेस्ट होता है। कोई फ्राइड करके खाते हैं, कोई सब्जी बना के खाते हैं, तो उसमें बहुत अटैच रहते हैं लोग। और वो खाने वाला व्यक्ति उसको छोड़ नहीं सकता है, वो जब करेगा सब कुछ करेगा लेकिन फिश छोड़ नहीं सकता। फिर बहुत मुश्किल के बाद गुरु कृपा भक्त कृपा से वो छोड़ देता है, लेकिन उसकी याद नहीं छूटती है, उसकी मेमोरी नहीं छूटती है। जब कोई फेस्टिवल आता है, शादी होती है, तो शादी में जाके लोगों को उधर फिश खिलाते हैं, तो स्मेल से उसको पूरा वापस इंटॉक्सिकेटेड कि इस स्मेल को मैंने त्याग दिया है, क्यों त्याग दिया मैंने, इतना बढ़िया स्मेल, इंस्पायरिंग स्मेल था वो। जिंदगी में मुझे स्कूल से भाग कर घर पे लेके आता था, जब मैं जीना चढ़ता था नीचे से ही वो स्मेल आता था, तो भागता था चौथे माले में, कब मैं जाकर वो फिश खाऊंगा। क्यों छोड़ा मैंने, क्यों छोड़ दिया मैंने इसको। ऐसे शराब ने शराब छोड़ दिया, भक्त बन गया, और कभी अड्डे से गुजर रहा है तो शराब की स्मेल से वापस होकर याद आती है, क्या दिन थे वो। इतनी रातें हमारी हसीन हुआ करती थी इस शराब के साथ। हाँ, मधु का प्याला, मधुशाला। तो ये हम लोग हंस रहे हैं, पर आपको पता होना चाहिए कितनी सीरियस चीज है ये। जितना ज्यादा चीज आपने छोड़ दिया है दुर्भाग्य से, मतलब कोई बचपन से ब्राह्मण के घर में जन्म लिया, कभी चाय ही नहीं पिया, कभी मछली नहीं खाया, कभी अंडा ही नहीं खाया, उसको डिफिकल्ट नहीं है क्योंकि उसने वो चखा ही नहीं है, तो फॉल डाउन का चांसेस कम है। फिर हम जैसे लोग सब खा पी के आए हुए हैं ना, वो भी इधर दिमाग में याद है, उसकी सब मेमोरी पूरा शार्प मेमोरी है। इस टाइम पे वो बर्थडे पे क्या हुआ, उस बर्थडे पे, उस दिवाली में, उस भैया दूज में, तो सिस्टर के घर में क्या खाया था, क्या झगड़ा किया था, क्या वाद विवाद किया था, क्या खाया था, सब याद है। तो वो कभी किसी मौके में जब हम बहुत कमजोर हो जाते हैं, स्पिरिचुअली हमारा जपा कमजोर हो जाता है, या हम लोग कुछ अपराध कर लेते हैं, या कुछ साधना ठीक से नहीं करते हैं, सत्संग नहीं करते हैं, पढ़ते नहीं है, सुनते नहीं है, तो क्या होता है, हम वीक हो जाते हैं। और वो वीक कंडीशन में वो दबी हुई जो स्मृति है वो जागृत हो जाती है। माया वेट कर रही है, उसने अपने शस्त्र सब जगह पर प्लान करके रखे हुए, सुरंग की तरह, है ना, अंडरग्राउंड सब प्लान करके रखे हुए, वेट कर रहे हैं कब आप चलोगे उसके ऊपर ब्लास्ट हो जाएगा उसका। तो वेट कर रहे हैं कब आप जपा छोड़ दोगे, कब आप लेट उठोगे, कब आप सत्संग में नहीं जाओगे, कब आप नियम तोड़ोगे, हाँ, कब कुछ गलत काम करोगे, कब भक्त का अपराध करोगे, वेट कर रही है। जैसे ही वो करते हो, आप इनमें से कई काम करते हो, तो आप स्पिरिचुअली वीक हो जाते हो, और उसी कंडीशन का माया जब वेट करते रहती है और वो सुरंग को खोल देती है, फिर हम लोग उसी समय पर बलि बन जाते हैं उस स्मृति की। वो स्मृति जो है वो एक्शन में बदल जाती है, और एक्शन के बाद में हम गिर जाते हैं, फिर वहां से उठना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है। तो ये शक्तासुर जो है ये पुरानी आदतों का प्रतिनिधि है। इससे बचना है तो कृष्ण को पुकारना होगा आपको। You have to call Krishna's mercy. Only Krishna can save you. क्योंकि ये स्मृति बुद्धि जो है ना, आरएनए डीएनए बहुत मुश्किल काम होता है, वेरी डिफिकल्ट। 80वें साल में भी 10 साल की उम्र में किया हुआ पाप याद आता है। बॉडी में कोई अभी ताकत नहीं है एंजॉय करने की, बॉडी डेथ बेड पे है, फिर भी माइंड बोलता है कि ये नर्स कितनी ब्यूटीफुल है। क्या करें? कितने ऐसे स्टोरीज है, 80 साल का बुड्ढा रिंकल्ड मैन अंडर आईवी एंड ऑक्सीजन एंड 19-year-old नर्स कम्स, तो उसकी आंखें उसके पीछे घूमती रहती, क्योंकि उसको बचपन से आदत है लड़कियों को देखने की। शरीर अभी कुछ नहीं कर सकता है, लेकिन फिर भी माइंड बोल रहा है देखो उसको, कम से कम देखो तो सही, कुछ नहीं कर सकता है तो देखो, आंखों से खुशी ले लो, खुशबू और सौंदर्य देखने की। दिस इज हाउ द लाइफ इज इन मटेरियल लाइफ। इतना फॉलन कंडीशन सिचुएशन हमारा। भगवान की शरण लिए बिना, भक्तों की शरण लिए बिना हम लोग इससे बाहर निकल नहीं सकते हैं। प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, वी नीड डिवोटीज टू हेल्प अस। ट्रेन में भी अगर आप ट्रेन सफर कर रहे हो और रात में सब लोग ट्रेन में सो रहे हैं, फिर भी आपको डिवोटी लोग बाद में सोना चाहिए, ताकि आपको रात को मन में कुछ पाप का विचार आए तो अरे डिवोटी सो रहा है, कुछ कैंसल द थॉट, है ना। जो वो उस पे कुछ व्हाट्सएप देख रहे हैं, कुछ यूट्यूब देख रहे हैं, अगर कोई गंदी फिल्म आती है उसके अंदर, तो तुम बंद कर दे, क्योंकि चार आजू में डिवोटी बैठे हैं ट्रैवलिंग टुगेदर। और अगर अकेले ट्रैवल कर रहा है तो क्या करेगा वो? देखते रहेगा उसको। नोबडी इज देयर टू वॉच मी, सो व्हाट इफ आई वॉच वन फिल्म? ऊपर वाले बर्थ में देख रहा है। इसलिए कहते हैं सोने के टाइम पे भी भक्तों का संग होना चाहिए, क्योंकि रात के माया के प्रभाव के समय पर, डीप प्रभाव के समय पर भी हम लोग कोई गलत काम नहीं करें। इसलिए रात को भी भक्तों के संग में सोना चाहिए, अकेले अंधकार करके सोना नहीं चाहिए। माया वहां पकड़ लेती है अच्छी तरह से, मन के द्वारा, विचारों के द्वारा, स्वप्न के द्वारा। वो पूरा जन्म है हमारा, बिग फाइट इज देयर, नॉट इजी टू अटेन कृष्णा। बट सिंपल बात यह है कि कृष्ण की शरण लेंगे आप तो कृष्ण आपको सहारा देंगे, अपने भक्तों के माध्यम से आपको बचाएंगे। दुखे दूरे गोलो चिंता ना रोहिलो, चौदी के आनंद देखी। कभी when आत्मनिवेदन तुवा पदे कोई, वही नु परम सुखी। परम सुखी कब हो गया? आत्मनिवेदन करने के बाद। आत्मनिवेदन नहीं किया परम सुखी नहीं हो सकता है। आत्मनिवेदन नहीं किया चौदी के आनंद नहीं दिखाई पड़ सकता है। दुखी दूरे गेलो नहीं हो सकता है। चिंता न रोहिलो नहीं हो सकता है। चिंता रहेगी, दुख रहेगा और चारों दिशा में आनंद नहीं रहेगा जब तक आत्मनिवेदन नहीं होगा। इसलिए आत्मनिवेदन आवश्यक है, प्रयास पूर्वक करना चाहिए। धीरे धीरे क्यों ना हो, लेकिन करना जरूर चाहिए कि मुझे सब कुछ भगवान के चरणों में सरेंडर करना है। ठीक है माता जी, हिंदी हरि बोल।